Got any PS4 pad to spare? Because you're playing using a PS4 game, so PS4 pad will work.
I might though, I'm not too sure though.
You just got to pair it and plug it in via USB first.
Liam, oh there it is. Yeah, it might work. I tried to use the PS4 the other day and it was being a cunt just to connect.
Yeah, use the PS4 controller on your PS5.
What?
Use your PS4 controller on your PS5. It
Alright,
works for
bear with me
PS4
then.
games. Jamie's in now.
Smokey's in as well.
Is his car blue or purple? It's blue.
I hadn't looked. Yeah, it's blue. Definitely blue. That.
Why does your headset sound so shit?
Whose?
Yours?
He's on the wireless one.
I'm on a
Oh.
wireless one, so I can move around because my back's been shit lately. I don't have to walk around with a controller in my hand.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
If it's better than also shit, these fucking wireless ones aren't cheap.
No, I know.
I've got a fan on as well though, because I'm bloody hot at the moment.
Yeah, you can hear it just about in the background.
No, this is not my PS4 making the noises, eh, Jamie? Jamie's lost it. This is also blowing on my PS4 a bit. Keep PS4 cool.
Oh, excuse me.
You heard that, Tony.
Did you pick that
Bones.
up?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
If I wander over here, I can see the YouTube stream.
Time 56. Let's get a monster. Which one takes my fancy?
Original. There is only one flavour.
It's a good thing I've got 4 of those cunts then, innit?
4, that's cute.
Yeah, I've got 4 of those and then the mango loco, cause I've been stocking up on my monster like crazy.
That's cute. I've got about 30 cans. I bulk buy. Packs of 12. Oh, black and warm. I have to take the t-shirt off because I ain't got the face cam on. Get down to this one. Oh, that's better. put my stream into a window. And then put
Oh look,
bring
it's 58.
up YouTube chat.
ASMR can opening. Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, the slurp as well, Liam. Majestic.
gotta add the
And the
burp.
belch.
You've got to add the burp.
Fucking pig.
I can maybe provide another fart in a bit later.
Yeah, well you need to have a can of Monster with that.
You gotta pull his finger first.
Oh,
Right, any of the new boys in yet? No! We got a couple of new Bentleys on the grid. But they're not here yet.
well I'm waiting for that 10-minute mark anyway. 10-minute left of free practice mark anyway.
Yeah. Well, as I've taken the t-shirt off, I took the fan off. Well, I'll plug it from my PlayStation. Jamie, bedtime. Dan's on his own. No Fury this week by the look of things.
No, he's not so good. Apparently, just chatting with his mum.
What?
No Fury tonight.
Oh right.
He gets overtired and what have you.
Uh-huh.
It's to do with
Overtired? Oh,
to do with the autism.
Oh,
I'm
that sounds
always
familiar.
tired.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
yeah.
Me.
Yeah, I'm always up till stupid o'clock in the morning, and that just
Are
lives
they
my
just?
day.
Is it still the highlights that's showing at the moment?
No,
No, we just got a starting stream.
So, are we live on air?
not yet.
Not yet.
No.
We'll be in 30 seconds though. I've not even loaded tables up thinking about it.
Going Lamborghini tonight with Dan.
Where is it? Can't even see the tables. There you are.
Who's asking me?
No, I know. Right. Right. We're gonna go live in a second, so.
Yeah, I just turned the volume up on the stream so I could hear if mics are working and everything.
Yep. Right.
So
Go
I'm on
live
mute
in.
for a minute.
Yeah. Be live in 2 seconds then, yeah. Quite across the board. Hello and welcome to Simplay Motorsport here on a very sunny looking evening or morning at Zandvoort in what whichever country it is.
Holland.
Netherlands. There we go.
Holland.
Oh dear.
I'm your host, Liam Bostock, joined by PM Motorsport. PN, how are you doing today?
Kind of okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go into details on comms, but yeah, we're here. We're at Zandvoort. Not my favourite track in the world, if anywhere. Did not enjoy racing here last night. And over to you, Liam. Here we go.
I'm going to quickly run you through your tables, just very quickly here.
No sound.
What?
No sound, Matt's just said in stream chat.
It should be.
Are you muted?
No, it's unmuted. It's unmuted on the YouTube as well. What's happening here then?
You got both live stream and desktop audio unmuted.
I've got the desktop audio unmuted, yes, and the
Right,
YouTube,
there's one at the bottom that says live stream for some reason. I don't know if it's that one.
that's unmuted as well.
YouTube link's unmuted, yeah? When you
All
interact.
three are unmuted.
Has your stream got any sound?
It did a second ago when it was loaded up.
Has your stream got any sound? Yeah, your stream's got sound.
Has mine.
It's something on the OBS side.
Liam, just go back to the BRB stream.
Yeah, we had no music to begin with as well, to be fair. Go to the BRB screen, I'm going to ring you.
Right. It might work, I don't know if it'll let me ring, but... Answer? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Just show your screen.
Show you
How many cans of Monster?
enough.
Enough.
Right, go on to the live screen. Like if you're back streaming.
I heard that in the stream.
Just interact to make it full screen and then go live.
What, then put it on the live stream?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you just heard me on there.
Can anybody hear
Just
me?
try talking.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't think it's picking up your mic. I'm not sure.
Let's have a gander.
PN, just introduce them a second, just like start chatting.
Hello, welcome to Simply Motorsport. It's Pro Night here at Zandvoort. In deepest, well, actually, it's in the sand dunes of Holland. I'm joined here by that Bozzy boy, Liam Bostock. He's having mic issues at the moment. And by Fury's granddad, Tony.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I've got to think. Currently leading the championship is the Overtaker.
It's not picking up desktop audio for some reason. So it was picking up my camera, but it's not picking up anything from the desktop.
So
It's not picking up Ozzy's YouTube stream. No.
Lovely.
It's not picking up anything from... That's Bozzy's YouTube stream. It's not picking up Ozzy. which has even got Bozzy's voice on it, but somewhere it's not picking up your bit.
What should I do? Because I can't.
Go to my Twitch.
Everything is right.
Try PN's Twitch. So
What is it?
go onto the internet and then get his Twitch link into the thingy. Try that.
Into the Discord.
No, onto his Twitch. Copy his link
Twitch.
over. Because the OBS was picking up the desktop audio of me speaking on Facebook.
It will be ads though.
Just leave it a minute. We're only 30 seconds. And if you load up the stream, don't play during the streams.
Yeah, you're gonna have time I have to sort that out so I can sort mine out.
Get rid of that off of
Excuse
my
the
actual
ads.
desktop because that's
Right, turn his sound up on his Twitch.
Cabin magnet on overtaker.
I think you can hear us, Bozzy. I think you just need to turn the volume up on his Twitch when you interact with it.
I've just turned it to full.
Have you?
Yeah, I've literally just turned it up to full.
Speaking sim race fans.
Oh, you've done it now. Yeah.
Is it working?
Doesn't seem to be. Right, keep your stream going. 2 seconds.
Anyone. Really want to hear, right, I'll just do it like I'm in my stream. Currently fastest in practice is Dan and Alpha Dubs with Matt in second, Overtaker third, Euro fourth in the pits, Greece in fifth, De Silva sixth, Peaceful Explosion in the wall in seventh, Empalava eighth, Nexus ninth, Big Boy Brazier in 10th, Joey 131 in 11th, Akbar 12th, and Smoky Devil bringing up the rear in last place.
Bozzy, end your stream.
What, my PlayStation 1 or...
End the OBS. No, end the OBS.
There you go.
As practice then closes, we're having technical issues in the main broadcast. Apologies for that. Those responsible have been sacked. To quote Monty Python.
Right, I believe they can hear, so just see what happens.
Jamie in his lovely purple Audi from Michael Massey's Mango Lassie. What a team name.
Is this transmitting on YouTube?
It should be, yeah.
Because all I've got is a starting screen.
I've got a circle of doom again as we head in towards qualifying, but my stream's still been running, so I hope it's still running, not been cut off by. One sec, we are having technical difficulties. Yeah, it's just been weak. Right, as we now start qualifying, Matt, oh, everyone just stampedes out of pit lane. Hang on, one sec. I'll just bring it up YouTube chat again. The Silver in his silver McLaren. And also does the lone McLaren Lamborghini tonight. Right.
Absolute chaos getting out.
And Palava in his blackish brown McLaren. Racing this Porsche, which apparently is one of the best cars for around here. At the Zandvoort in Holland. Akbar is our only Dutch driver, and he's got a qualifying ban for race 1, so that's why he's sitting in pits. Euro in his grey Ferrari. Big Boy Brazier with his purple Audi. So, the first person to come to start their flying lap is car 55, which is the silver. I will now move over to the silver now. Not for the whole 15-minute stream, like before. Second on the road, looking at the minimap, is the Bentley of Matahimovic, with Overtaker behind him. Car 16 is unorthodox. In the sole Lamborghini tonight. And if we move over to Gary 131, he has a possible chance of getting his 25th pole position here at Simplay Motorsport. So, Tony, how was your evening? I don't know where Liam's gone.
I'm here. I was just trying to figure out what to actually say.
Okay. Right, we'll go over to fellow commentator Liam Bostock. Liam,
Oh,
how are you?
very tired. I won't be falling asleep. We won't be wrecking warehouses though, so we should be okay.
I'll shout if you do.
Yes, that is the voice of Fury's granddad, who is here with us tonight in the comms box.
Hi, Tony.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to see if there's a stream running on YouTube.
There is.
The stream's live on YouTube.
That's alright then. I'll shout if you do. Ah, yes. I've got it.
So I'm currently watching De Silva as he's coming through the final 2 turns to complete his flying lap. He has not invalidated it yet by running wide with the blue dot. If his dot goes blue, he's invalidated his lap. And he crosses the line with a 136.8 over to Matt Himovic and coming across the line next, who's a second slower than the Overtaker, who's faster than Matt, 0.6 of a second. Dan on Alpha Dubs has gone fastest with 136.3.
So,
Peaceful explosion coming to the line. He goes to provisional third. Gary to provisional second place. Impalava is on a invalid lap. Euro moves up to fourth. Car 79, that's Big Boy Brazier in the Audi. Across the line he comes. Currently in P8. Again, the only car in the pits, because they're serving a qualifying ban, is Akbar. Liam,
yes.
over to you.
Ah, right. So at the moment we're looking at Big Boy Brazier here, just driving around the circuit quite merrily. But we're gonna have a look at some of the people who's crossing the line. For example, Bryce, who's crossing the line now with a coming into 9th, and it looks like actually De Silva is coming back across the line now. So we'll just see if he can improve on his lap time quickly.
He does not improve.
He doesn't. Next car to cross will be Overtaker. He goes up to second, only 0.333 off of Unorthodox as fastest lap. Then we've got Peaceful Explosion, who's the next car again. Gary 131, not too far behind him there.
Peaceful to P2.
Quite a mix across the grid here at the moment.
Impalava. Invalid lap for Smokey. Invalid lap for Euro. Next person on the valid lap is Big Boy Brazier. As he comes along here is Purple Audi. Now jumps ahead of Matt into P7. Right, car 557 is Nexus in Akbar's teammate in terminal velocity. Oh, someone's clicking their mic.
Sorry.
As I'm now following Nexus through the final turn onto the back straight. The final turn, which now has been banked for Formula One. I'll say hello to Mummy D and Does Automatic in the YouTube chat, and Mike Matthews, which is Peaceful Explosion. Obviously, he's now concentrating on driving his Ferrari. Nexus has gone to P7. To Silver, no improve. Might be an improvement on time, but he has not moved up in places. Overtaker. Back up to P2. Mahimovic stays in P7.
Unorthodox makes a bigger gap between him and second as well.
Cool. That's nearly a full second. That is very impressive times by Unorthodox. And Liam, comment what are you seeing right now here in qualifying?
Quite a mix on the track, if I'm going to be honest here. There's quite a lot of different cars in different places where you just wouldn't expect them.
Not like Peaceful being up in P3 currently in the Ferrari.
Bit specific.
Or maybe, or even Overtaker through the testing between the week, has been struggling around here. This is not a pad circuit, though. It is very
Not
close.
a very pad-esque game, in all fairness.
Well, I still manage to hit top 10s in
Good
Pro-Am.
point.
Right, as Jamie now comes out the pits to start another Q1 with about 2 minutes of the session left. As Peaceful Step Down is now in YouTube chat. Hello, welcome. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the stream. If you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're watching my POV at them currently on my Twitch channel. Impalava down in 11th place. Seems to be struggling here in Zandvoort.
He does, to be fair, is maybe not a very well-suited car for the McLaren.
Well, Overtaker's now about 6 tenths off Dan in the Lamborghini. I think the trick... Oh, Peaceful's in the wall at the second hairpin. The wall which I was put into by Beau, who's no longer racing for us because of his driving standard.
He's back in the pits now.
Yeah, Mike's returned to pits. That's probably his qualifying done. And the first car coming to the line with 40 seconds off on the clock. Will he actually cross the line to get another lap in? Is Nexus in his Monster Energy coloured Audi.
Yes.
I'm all for that.
Original Monster Energy.
Correct.
Can we just
Monster
add?
Energy. Correct, Monster Energy.
Nah, can't agree with you on that one, unfortunately.
He does get across the line with 30 seconds to go. Big Boy Brazier also gets across the line. Will De Silva get across the line? Yes, he does. So get another lap in. So Overtaker's on the grass. Oh, Overtaker's in the wall. That's not how you can't park there, sir.
Oops.
That's Overtaker's qualifying done. Gary is the first person to finish the session in P7. Right, the first car now has come to the line, and this final Q runs is Empalava in his McLaren. He comes through the final two corners. Now he has Smoky Devil a few seconds behind him on the road. Now Empalava bails and comes into the pits. Right, over to Smoky Devil. Smoky Devil in PE stays in P12. Right, Greece is the next person. He's coming up to what would become the second DRS zone down there. Can everyone hear me in the mainstream?
Yes, they can.
Okay, I was just checking. Yes, Mummy D, I am in the commentary. Greece through the final corner now. Matt has bailed on his last lap. Greece comes across the line. Does he improve? He moves up to P5. That is our qualifying order done. We have an orthodox pole. Overtaken second, Metahimovic third, De Silva fourth, Greece in fifth, Peaceful Explosion sixth, Gavi seventh, Euro in eighth, Impalava ninth, Nexus in 10th, Big Boy Brazier in 11th, 12th is Smoky Devil, and 13th is Akbar. The final four positions are all Audis. As we now ready up on the grid.
We
Liam.
do. Is I've not even in. I've not even pressed the return to garage button. Marvelous.
No, I haven't. I'm still on Empalava's camera, so this could be actually interesting on the start from Empalava's POV, because mid-pack here yesterday was absolutely not fun, to be honest. Even though all drivers have had a thing coming out that keep it a bit cleaner on the race starts. It's for both aestheticals and Formula One, because there's been so many incidents on the race starts. And as someone who races them both. And Liam.
And PM.
Now, we have 30 seconds until the green light. Everyone's now hitting drive on their menus to lower the car onto the ground. We're nearly all the cars are down. Is anyone going to miss the start? 10 seconds. Pit window will open 5 minutes into race one and close with 5 minutes to go. It is a half an hour race.
Yes, this is the first race. This is the half an hour race. This is the get your positions race. Unlike the first race, the second race.
Right. I'm on Brees for this race start.
Now I'm on Empalava.
As soon as they cross the line, I'll return the pit. But I might just watch Brees's POV. In the Porsche, the only Porsche on this grid now in both Pro-Am. We did have some new drivers sign up, but they appear not to be here tonight, as they do about 43 miles an hour to the line, and it's lights out, and oh no, I quoted Crofty. Overtaken with a jump on the race start. Dan gone back down the inside as I return the garage to.
Here we go.
So far, they're clear. Oh, Gary up on the curb. Nexus is in the gravel. Return the garage. Go to that view. So Dan now leads from the overtaker, then Matt third. With De Silva fourth, Gleason fifth, Peaceful Explosion sixth. They've pretty much held position since from the race start. Dan is actually pulling away slightly.
He is, as he was quite quick going into the qualifying, so maybe he'll be able to turn that race the pace he had in the qualifying into a race win in this first race.
Peace was just dropped to the back. Something's happened to Peaceful Explosion. He's got rear end damage. Quite a lot of rear end damage. That will affect the handling of the Ferrari. Personal experience last night when I got rear ended.
Matt
Twice.
Himovic is also now moved up into second place, passing the overtaker. So Matt Himovic looking like he might be a man on a mission in this first race.
Oh, also, we like to say happy birthday to Jammy Boy, Matt's little man. Happy birthday.
That's Matt's son, James.
Yeah, Jammy Boy. So, we are down by pit lane is not open yet. Do not believe what that says. That means they can pit in for repairs if they need them. Gary having a look at Bruce, having a nibble through Tarzan Corner. That's the only name of corner that I remember of Zandvoort. Because the original Zandvoort, what they first had for F1 here, they built a golf course on half of it. In the sand dunes. That little fact there for the circuit. I've got a book, I'll go get it later. Tell you more. Smokey and Akbar having a nice little battle near the back, with Peaceful bringing up the rear. At least he's got another Ferrari keeping company. No Monkey Boy tonight. No Sutty. For reasons. Dan is actually pulling away, but with a nice 1.2 second lead from Matt, who's to Silver's having a little look at Overtaker. I'm now focusing on this battle because, well, a couple of the Audis are moving up with Big Bull Brazier and Nexus. Seems to be strapped behind Gary. Liam, who are you watching currently?
At the moment, I'm on Big Boy Brazier. But now, yeah, I'm just, I was on him. I'm now having a look and seeing what else is happening on the track. I'm trying to rest my arms.
Overtaker is actually falling back from Matt. Matt actually gained 0.2 of a second onto Dan in the final sector. Car 29 is off. And Akbar, we've had Impalava's facing the wrong way. Akbar is facing the wrong way. Akbar's car is not moving. Come on, here we go. Yeah, Akbar is away. Will he go into the pits? Impalava look like, oh, that's a bit of a crap pit entry there by Akbar. He crossed the line. You shouldn't do that. I know your car might be damaged. Oh, heavy damage on Impalava's car as well. Look at the front end of that McLaren.
Yeah,
I'm stuck on Matt's point of view at the moment.
Yeah, is he gaining? He looked like he is gaining on the time column on Dan, as Akbar and Impalava are in the pits. Peace will keep going. He'll probably repair his damage as soon as the pit window opens. I will now jump to Matt for lead battle between an orthodox. Oh, Matt is actually right over behind Dan now, like a cheap suit. He's flashing his lights. Oh, look at that. Matt with a cheeky little flash. You'd love to see it. You can tell we're touring car fans here. Right, I'll keep an eye on the lead battle. Because it's now getting close. Overtake them to Silver are close together behind as well, with Brees not far off the battle. Ooh, Matt with a power slide through Tarzan. Euro is in the pits, and window is open. He's timed at perfection. He has got some damage.
Oh, quite interesting then.
Yes, Smokey's also in the pits. Akbar and Impalava are still in the pits, and if they've got a lot of damage, it's going to take a long time. Matt is now 0.4 of a second behind Dan. They've definitely dropped Overtaker here and there. Matt, the Bentley looks massive compared with the tiny little Lamborghini, which is only an Audi with fancy Italian clothes. There, check. Akbar now exits pits. Yeah, Akbar is back on the track and now a lap behind the lead. But he has to pit again to do his mandatory pit stop. When that one turns green, that means they have completed their mandatory stop. Here, like Smoky Devils. Peaceful Explosion's also now in the pits. What we find, a lot of drivers with damage will pit early to repair the car. Liam,
Yes.
Euro's pit stop has finished. He's now away as he exits the pits. Make sure you don't
Peaceful
cross
still
that
in the
hat.
pits.
Euro's not. He's now out. He's on track. Peaceful is still in the pits. Oh, Matt's now 0.2 of a second behind Dan.
Yeah, that is what I'm actually focusing on at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's now back on stream. The big bad Bentley, as they are known as. I did like the Bentley in pre-season testing, but I got lumbered into Ferrari. but I've had some top. Every race I finished in top 10 and not so. It's all good.
Jobs are
And a
fish.
podium at the F1 on Sunday I managed to score.
Oh.
Yeah, and on Sunday night, join Dan Davis in the commentary for Formula One at Monza. The Temple of Speed for Formula One. Also, next week for Pro-Am, again, we're at Monza. Which is excellent. Oh, Matt with the slide. And Orthodox. Comfortable lead. Overtakers close the gap a little bit now on that. Flames popping up at the back of this McLaren. He's got to Silver and Brees for close company. Gary in 6th. Big Boy Brazier in 7th. Nexus cutting the corner a little bit there. And that's not going to work, mate. In his Monster Energy coloured Audi, I approve of them colours greatly. So the first person who's been in the pits is Smoky Devil, with Euro in 10th.
Big Boy
Peaceful
Brazier,
Explosion.
from what it looks like, actually just jumping into the pits now as well.
Yeah, Jamie has entered the pits. Will he get the jump on anybody? Empalava is still in the pit lane. He must have catastrophic damage. But if he's got to finish the race, he cannot just sit there in the pit lane and not carry on because it's big a retirement and a qualifying ban at the next race at Monza. Empalava is away. He heard me. Good old Noah Spalovsky. Back to the lead battle. It's now becoming a freeway. Just overtaking it. Ooh, Matt is having a look. He's trying every line possible to get past Dan. Overtaker is now on them, but they're slowing each other down now. De Silva's not far off this battle either. Greece is now behind Gary. What happened there? Did Greece run wide? Did he go for a lunge on De Silva and not make it work? With Gary now in P5. Nexus now still in 7th. Jamie now the highest of the pitters. Will the undercut work here for Big Boy Brazier? Over to you, Liam Bostock.
Yeah, all I'm doing at the moment is just sitting and watching my Hemovich at the moment. Just waiting
Me
for
too.
that. Yeah, we're just waiting for that.
Greece and Gary in the pits.
Jump.
Gary in the pits. This pit lane is actually quite small. This is pre-they knocking it down and building Formula One pits and changing it for the F1. If we ever race here on F1, you'll see they bank like a couple of corners to make them faster. The track isn't really long enough for Formula One, but it's the Max Verstappen
Very
effect.
close.
Back to the lead battle. Dan is defending hard from that. Overtaker's now in on this. So is De Silva. Oh, this is fantastic racing here so far by the pros. Gary has completed his pit stop. just looking at the time, and Gary is now away. Reese has completed his pit stop. Jamie has jumped Reese. I'll just quickly go to that. They're side by side into turn one. Reese on cold tyres. Jamie now looking on the inside.
Oh,
They come together.
contact. Oh, and Jamie's
Jamie's
off.
in the wall. Jamie's in the off.
Ooh.
Ooh, this could be interesting tonight for the stewards. Will Jamie put that in? More than likely, yes. There was contact there between the Audi and the Porsche. My nephew, who's now at 3, can say Porsche. I'm proud of him. I've taught him well with watching motor racing.
Always overtaken De Silva and Nexus are all in the pits at the moment.
Yep, I've got them in the pits. They've all pitted. Is Dan and Matt going to go wrong? Who will blink first to pit first between Adolfo 16 and Matt Himovich? Matt is rapid through this back section of the track. The Bentley looks like it's coming alive later in this race.
It does.
Will anyone pick up a drive-through or 30-second speeding pit lane penalty? Let's find out, because this pit lane is actually not easy to get into. Believe me, I did 2 races here last night on Pro-Am. Play nice, boys. Mummy D in the chat. And Benedict Varga, that is Nexus in the YouTube chat. Dan and Matt, this is actually really close between the Lambo and Matt has wheeled. Wonder if Dan is suffering the same problem the Lambo seem to have. They seem to just eat their tyres. Matt in the pits. Oh, get it slowed down in time. We won't find out unless if he's not a penalty yet. Overtaker is still in the back part of the circuit. Peaceful explosion now up to P11, so he's slowly moving up the field.
Very slowly.
He's now got Euro in front of him, but this track doesn't really seem to favour Ferrari either. You would hope Monza next week would favour the Ferrari.
You would have thought so, but...
It is Ferrari after all.
Exactly.
It's not the Ferrari of old when it was Jean Todt, Ross Brawn, Rory Bryan, and a certain Michael Schumacher driving. That was the real Ferrari. Matt now in the still in the pits. Question is, how much damage does he have? He is away. Will he get the jump on Overtaker? Overtaker has jumped Matt.
Oh, but he's in the gravel.
He's in the gravel, but he has jumped Matt.
So Matt has now got to try and catch up.
It looked like the undercut by the Overtaker worked. Because now Matt's got to get his tyres up to temperature again. De Silva's now putting a lap in on Akbar. Dan is completing another lap. We've got 10 minutes of the pit window still open. Dan turns into Tarzan corner. I will go remind me to get that book for race 2 so we can actually do the actual corner names. Most of them have got Bok in them, which must mean turn. Yeah, we're now halfway through the race. Only Dan and Akbar need to do their mandatory stop to change tyres and maybe put some fuel in if you're running the car really lightly. Matt, ooh, stepping it
Jamie and Bryce are both side by side again here.
Yep, well, they've got it as they come up to the chicane at the end of what would become... Oh, contact again! Contact 3 times! There's not a lot of respect there between each other.
As Jamie's actually was stopped there from what it looks like.
This is going to be interesting in the steward's office, I think.
It will be. It will be indeed.
So Jamie and Bryce, that was a bit door banging. Euro's only 2 seconds behind Smokey. Is he actually catching Smokey Devil? That is the question. Right, as well, move over to Unorthodox. Does he come into the pits now? He has quite a good lead over Overtaker. No, he carries on, so he pushes on to get that W. But he still needs to do his mandatory. Overtaker and Matt are now very close. Matt is now 0.5 of a second behind Overtaker. Having a little sniff. De Silva's dropped off a little bit to 2.2 seconds behind Matt. Gary in 5th. Quiet night for Gary, really.
It is. As in 5th though, so not too bad from Gary 131 here.
Not too bad for Jaeger Motorsport either in the championship to score some points. With only one FU racing car here tonight. We've got both Michael Massey's Mango Lassies. Yeah. That's only one Simplay Racing driver with Peaceful. Empalava for that Buffalo Racing bringing up the rear, but he had major damage. My guess was that will also be put into the stewards. Did him and Akbar come together? Dan now still with a commanding lead, because Overtaker's now coming towards the second hairpin, while Dan is heading towards the final 2 turns. Akbar now into his mandatory pit stop. So that leaves Unorthodox 16 as the last person to pit. 4 tyres.
We'll see, because he's coming up to where the pits are. He comes in now.
He Dan, pit confirm. In.
In. No, ow. Oh, it's too late.
Akbar is away. Akbar has not done his mandatory tyre change. Oh, Akbar. What have you done? You have failed.
Akbar most likely will come back in again.
Akbar has stopped at the end of the row, at the end of pit lane. What is he waiting for Peaceful to go past? It looked like he was.
It looked like it, as when I switched over just a second ago, it did look like he was waiting. The most important question at the moment now, though, is will Mahimovic and the Overtaker be able to
jump Dan? Dan's tyre stop is now just completed, and he is away. Overtaker's coming across the start-finish line with Matt close behind. Dan has just held on to the lead as he turns into Tarzan. So, Overtaker has closed the gap, but it was pretty close between them 3 before they all filtered through their pit stops.
So only the one person left now for that mandatory pit stop. 5 minutes, well, just under 6 minutes, should I say, on the clock. So he has got plenty of time to be able to do it. It's just a case of when will he do it now?
Well, he has no choice. He's going to have to do it now. He's already fluffed his race up with, if he did make contact with Empalava on the first few laps of this race. But at least right, 13 starters, so that's top 7 can't qualify. I need to check with Matt. For race 2. Okay, if it's top 7, we've got Big Wood Brazier, Euro, Smoky Peaceful, Akbar, and Empalava in chance for pole. I'll have to check with in the Discord. One sec, Liam, talk away.
Right, this is my golden hour to be able to talk away, as we are going to just keep an eye on this little battle here at the front for Mahimovic, Overtaker, and the Northern. It is a bit of a three-way battle though, as the Overtaker is just a little bit far off the back of Unorthodox.
They're weaving a little bit to try and break the toe, but this is actually really close.
As Mahimovic is all on the back of the Overtaker at minute, maybe unsettling him a little bit. But either way, the person that those two will be going for at the moment is an Orthodubs. The bonus with these two, though, behind an Orthodubs is they have the better car in the corners, whereas an Orthodub has the better car in the straight line. That's where you can see the gap forming a little bit, but then it gets a bit closer coming into the twisty parts of the circuit.
One thing I've noticed, Liam, is there's a lap car ahead of this battle, and it's Empalava. Will he play the team game and try to slow down
He
so the
could.
overtaker can get past?
He could. We will have to wait and see, though, as last week, I believe it was a 1-3 or a 3-2, or at very least I know V2. Is it that'll buff out? I believe it is. That'll buff out Racing Boys on the podium. So, and they did say
That's through
that.
the YouTube chat.
So, I know there was no team orders there, so maybe not again.
Matt is really close to the back of Overtaker.
He is, as you can just see Empalava just there in the distance, and I can
Silver's not
imagine
far
it.
off.
I can imagine an Orthodubs has that thought in the back of his mind at the moment that Empalava will try and slow him down, so he's going to try and think strategically about it and see what he can see if he can outmaneuver Empalava going down maybe one of the straights or into the turns, as it actually looks like he's slowed down. As actually these guys are now even closer, and Empalava has basically stayed out the way.
It's close.
It's very close.
Will Overtaker tap down like before last week at Spa? We hope not, because it's just messy. But look at Matt in the Bentley, which still looks massive even compared to the McLaren. And the size of that rear diffuser on that Bentley. Oh, what a car. At least the steering wheel's on the correct side. Jeremy Clarkson quote. But this top three battle is close. These are the pros here at Simplay. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Oh, I guarantee you, if we looked at Matt's stream right now, he will be really pushing.
He will be very concentrated, I can imagine, as Ugbar still not came in to do his mandatory pit stop, and only 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the timer.
Yeah, it could be a glitch. He could have actually done it as not refreshed on our screens. But my guess is he hasn't done it. Empalava 3 laps down. We'd love to know what happened on lap 1, or whatever lap it was, I can't remember, because we were watching the battles. But the closest battle is the battle here for the lead. But Nexus is not far behind Greece for 6th place. Jamie now 8 seconds behind Nexus. This really seems to be not an Audi circuit tonight. Jamie must have quite a bit of damage, Joe, after all that rubbing.
He will do, as I
flick back to the lead battle. Dan's just got to be smooth and calm, Gen 4, to quote NASCAR. But with the pressure of Overtaker and Matahimovic behind him. The last Project Cars 2 champion with the Overtaker for Season 7, before we moved over to this game, because with EA putting support for Project Cars 2. Pit window has now closed. Akbar cannot do his mandatory pit stop. You can see how Overtaker... Mummy D in the chat, I don't know if I can watch, but you have to. This is racing. Overtaker was sideways tied through the final turn. It's giving Matt the run. They're now side by side in the turn one. Matt's giving him the space. Good driving there by Matt. All bit curb hop, and you don't want to do that too much because it will unsettle the car. Words are hard, okay?
sometimes I struggle with words. I say sometimes. The majority of the time, I struggle with words. Let's be honest.
I struggle with words when I've tried hard not to swear.
I think we all do, to be fair.
Oh, Akbar's off the road. Akbar's off the road ahead of this battle. The leaders come round. Akbar is facing the wrong way. He is rated before he can rejoin. He's got a nice gap now with the silver moved. Oh, and he hits the wall for good measures. Guys in the chat, my crystal ball says Overtaker will smash someone off. Well, keep watching to find out.
Keep watching to find out. Yes. That's what you need to do, people. Keep watching, like, subscribe, press the bell notification, you can find out.
Oh, Overtaker twitchy through there. When I hear swearing and banging, I know what's happened. Mummy D in the chat. Yep, remember to tune in on Sundays for Formula 1. We are at Monza this week. Will I get a podium in the feature race? By playing at Smart with Tyres, will the race be wet, or will we actually have a dry feature race for change? Most of this season we've had wet races. And Liam's missed them mostly.
Yes, but work.
Matt have it now all over the back of Overtaker. The Bentley clearly looks like the stronger car. Easy tiger. The silver, this top three have dropped the silver. The silver's out 5 seconds behind them. Gary, further, well, I'll let you know once you go through the timing loop. 11 seconds behind the silver. 3 a second now behind Gary. 2.4 seconds to Nexus. Jamie, who must not be happy. with that defence by Breeze coming in. This is a very tight circuit though. Oh, cameraman can't find Euro's car. Well done, cameraman.
Might need sacking.
Almost as bad as the ones on Project Cars. Both were quite bad. Well, over to you, Liam, quickly. I'll just...
Yeah, we still got our eyes on this front battle at the moment. The final lap now for the leaders. Mahimovic looking out for a move on the overtaker. Oh, looks like there's a bit of a bump between the two. Oh, as he is off.
He is off.
Yeah, Matt's slowing
Mahimovic slows down for what it looks like to let him back past. To get going, but it looks like an orthodox could...
Overtaker's now off the road again. What's Matt to do? If he's just got to drive off the road, no, the Silver's in this battle for the second place, as Dan now has a nice, comfortable lead in front. Evening, Kelly, in the chat. How are you this evening? Hope you're doing well, buddy.
We're going to keep an eye on this little battle here.
I just feature some of the other drivers. Smokey in 10th. He's been off the road. His car's heavily damaged again. Peaceful only 12 seconds behind Smokey. Akbar is a couple of laps behind now. In 12th. Also with a little bit of damage. Empalava is 2.6 seconds behind Akbar. So Empalava might actually get a position. Well, he will, because Akbar will get a penalty for not changing his tyres. As we move over back to Dan, Akbar's off the road. He is looking at the circuit. As Dan comes round the final corner, accelerates, has a little celebratory wiggle, and wins race 1 here tonight at Zandvoort. Overtaker and Matt. Overtaker with second, Matt third, De Silva fourth.
Oh, it looks like Bryce is on the back of Gary, but won't do it as Gary.
As Gary comes home in P5. Good result by Gary. Breeze in 6th. Nexus will be in 7th. As Empalava crosses the line to come P12, so he does make it up. Big Boy Brazier crosses the line in 8th. Euro looked like it was on a stampede to come 9th. Akbar will get a time penalty, no doubt, for failing to change his tyres. There it is, 130 seconds time penalty. As we wait for Smoky Dave on a peaceful explosion to finish this race.
Smoky just off the road a little bit there. As Smoky Devil comes around the final turn now to go onto the start straight and finishes in 10th. And then Peaceful Explosion, the final car, just coming around onto the straight now to finish in 11th.
Yeah. So our results for race 1. Unorthodox from Overtaker, Matt Himovic in 3rd, 4th to Silver, 5th Gary, 6th Brice, 7th Nexus, 8th Big Boy Brazier, 9th Euro, 10th Smoky Devil, 11th Peaceful Explosion, 12th Empalava, and 13th is Akbar.
That was a very interesting race 1. Hopefully we can carry the momentum over into race 2.
As we go to break.
Are we announcing break? Yeah?
Yeah, because we do break quickly.
I'm going to say no one announced it. All right.
As we
Well done, man.
over...
Well done, boys. Well done, Overtaker. Apologies at the end, bud.
Vamos!
Yeah, that was a bit naughty, mate.
Yeah, that's the top 3 in the comms box.
Just lost it, bud. Just lost it. You're off, They can't hear you, Pian.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, I was stuck watching your view, Matt.
Well, there was either 2 things going off there. There were either mind games by Daniel, or he was
Mate,
just
that
slow.
was my genuine pace. That was my genuine pace. The car went shit mid-race, honestly. It was fucking horrific.
Right.
Well, your tactic worked, because it worked.
Sitting there probably thinking, oh, he's playing mind games. I'm like,
I did.
genuinely,
I did.
This car was just shit.
Killing.
And genuinely thought you were backing him into Overtaker. It worked, though, because he got me at the pits.
Yeah, I thought you two had crashed because I gained like 2 seconds in free.
No, we'd not touched. No, we'd not touched at all. Not made one bit of contact. And then
Oh my God.
Dan was struggling. You know, when you come downhill to the right-hander,
That my Lamborghini is horrible.
he seemed to have a bit of a wiggle through there every time. And every time I'd be on back of him. And yeah.
Read
Mate,
my
if I was doing
message,
that on
Matt.
purpose, that's amazing. But I wasn't.
You what, Liam?
Read my message.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I thought Empire was going to make me lose the race lead then. I was like,
Oh my god, I shit myself when that happened.
Funny enough, we said that, didn't we? Emper is a lap car ahead and it's Empalava.
of all
Right,
the
okay.
drivers as well. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. Good race overtaker, man. I was genuinely shitting myself most of that. I don't know why my car just went to shit mid-race. And then I couldn't get pressures up when I came out the pits either.
Yeah, but you were quick after the pits. I mean, you were doing 46s.
What was your best lap?
Qualified top 7,
Eventually,
was it?
yeah.
Yeah, top 7 can't qualify. I'm about to put it in the chat. PM, we're having to use your view because Bozzy's controller.
My controller it's in an awkward position where it's just hurting my arms like so fucking much.
I think by the end I did a 36-0 by the
Oh,
end.
we got a ticket in already.
Oh, man.
It's Mike.
Is it for me?
No, it's Mike.
Is he not Happy Bunny?
He got hit at the start. He was wider than... So I took to underneath Overtaker, and I think De Silva was to Overtaker's left.
Yeah.
Mike was to De Silva's left, and still... So Mike's pretty much touching the gravel and still got hit, apparently.
Yeah, mate, why were you flashing me on the start?
Just trying to put you off. Just trying to make you outbreak yourself
Yeah,
into
because
turn
I
1.
let you through. Because of it. I thought I did something stupid because you were flashing and I let you through. And then I was thinking,
This
what
is the
have-
problem.
what
This is
have
the
I done
problem
this?
with it. This is the
Oh,
problem.
what, when we
with
went side by side?
Sorry, what?
What, towards the end of the race?
No, at the start. At the start. I
Did I?
jumped him and then he was
well then,
flashing like mad.
I must have caught my button. Apologies, I didn't realise I flashed at the start.
No, not you. Dan flashed me.
Oh!
Oh, at the start?
Yeah, at the start he flashed me. Like 3
Terrible,
times.
Dan.
Oh yeah, you jumped me at the start again on the pole.
Terrible, Dan.
Yeah, and you started flashing like from the get-go, and I was like, shit. I mean, we are meant to push at the start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it wasn't
wasn't
anything.
sure.
It wasn't
And
anything
you
aggressive.
was just about to say the thing with Matt is he always loves a good flash, blah blah blah, and it was
Yeah.
you. That's terrible.
No,
It
no,
wasn't
just
like
because
anything. It
you
wasn't
were
anything
complaining
aggressive.
last time on Spa that I was when you were on pole and
Gary.
I started ahead of you, right? And this race was the same.
I can't get these starts, man.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you
know where the
were.
limit is.
It was
Yeah,
seven.
you know, but you're just pushing the tires left and right, and you lose the time. You have to be on the upper side. So we are able to race. I can be in front of you at the start if you are slow.
Nexus.
Yeah, it wasn't anything malicious. It was just right, let's
Okay.
go kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Okay.
flash often. It was more of a right, let's
Yeah,
go.
that's
Let's
why
race.
I was letting you through.
I love a flash.
Okay then. Good to know. We are flashing each other.
Hey, you can flash at me as much as you like. I'm not going to be phased. I like a good flash.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but only because last on Spa you complained that I was in front of you even though you were on pole.
Yeah, well, the complaint was more at myself, not
Right,
allowing
back in
you
a second. I'm just quick to the toilet.
know? I should have not allowed you to take that pole away from me. But
PN.
I wasn't. It was one of those kind of moments. I was like, I can't let this
I'm
happen
still
again.
stuck on Matt's car and it won't let me
Press
do
options
anything.
That's
and
a
go
bit
return
shit
the
move,
garage.
but okay. I thought
Press
I
what?
did
Press
something
your
wrong.
options and then to return to garage,
Yeah.
and then go over to wherever list is again and choose someone else.
Yeah, I've got it now.
I only
I
ever
should
tend
have
to. Okay. Carry.
I should have done that at the end of qualifying, but I was stuck basically watching Matt. That's why I wasn't saying an awful lot.
Yeah, I don't flash in any unless I've been whacked really hard. Then I flash like mad. But other than that, it's either let's go, let's race, or it's more of a celebration at the end.
Yeah, that's why I'm frustrated because I just didn't want to get another penalty for any reason. So I said to
Overtake
myself,
the box
better
clincher.
let you through because I thought you
Also-
had a lot more pace than me and didn't thought that we were gonna be racing for the win.
My wrist
Yeah.
are fucked. No. You seem like you were struggling all week, and then where's this pace coming from?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know the track. Every lap I'm faster. You know, I've never driven it, hadn't had any practice, and I really don't have a setup. So, and I guess
We
it's
thought
not
it was
that.
just your pad or your car.
Yeah, I know it's. I mean,
Liam, what
just
time
for
do you
me,
want to
but
go over to the
I'm always
interviews?
slow on the new track with Pat, especially if they're
What time do
narrow
you want
one.
to
You
go
know.
over to do the interviews?
I can't at the minute, Plava. I'll have to watch it at the end because, in fact, I'm doing OBS.
I can't hear what PN's saying.
What time are we going back live?
Okay. What time are we going back live to start the interviews?
Well, I don't know. When are we going till? I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, you're the one in control of it, not me.
You tell me when you're ready.
Give me a minute, Anne, and I will be.
Oh, hey, bring our Steph back.
You know the other reason why I was so slow, Matt?
Go on.
Every time you got closer and closer, I was looking more in the mirror than actually looking forward.
You could tell you was driving like you was looking in your mirror.
Mate, I was not happy in that car. This car is so unstable around here.
Good quality, by the way.
Oh, mate, I don't know where that came from.
I was on for 35.7, and I went too quick through that penultimate corner, way off into gravel. You probably saw me rejoin.
Yeah, that was also not the best enjoyment.
No,
I had to lift it a lot, and it cost me like 3/10.
Apologies. Wasn't
You
on the
went
racing
right
line
on
though.
the racing line.
Nah.
On the left side height.
Oh, on the left, on the straight.
Yeah.
But I obviously wanted to give you the space. But I come back on.
You haven't really. I had to lift. Not.
I mean, I didn't join on the racing line. I was off racing line when I rejoined.
Well, you still impeded my lap time quite a lot.
Right.
So.
Come on.
But I wouldn't get then. Just lost about 3/10. I was.
Wait, what order did it go in terms of 3 or 2-1.
Dan overtaker me. Or in terms of interviews, me overtaker Dan.
Yeah, in terms of interviews, yes.
Right, me overtaker Dan. Right, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you can't help it. You can't help being at work.
Right, 55 seconds, Blazzy, you'll be live.
Yeah.
Hello, and we are back for your second qualifying now, as we're going to do the interviews. As we're going to start with Matt Himovic, and Matt, not the greatest end to your race there, but P3 nonetheless.
Yeah, good race. I hit overtaker. Apologies to that. Obviously, I let him go. I saw him then have another wiggle. I thought I'll let him go again. And it was his race for second place because I couldn't pass him.
Yeah, whereas I was going to say what actually happened there is I know there was a bit of contact and then there was a bit of a blind spot as overtaker actually comes off just a little bit further down.
Tried to a little bit later on the brakes to go up the inside. Looked like he moved across a little bit with the brake light still on. But it's one of them. It's not going to fuss. I'm not going to be bothered about it. It happened. I tapped him. I was never going to get second place. He needed to make a mistake because this track is just a bugger to overtake around. So I was never getting second place in that race. So, yeah, so it's one of them.
Is obviously not being able to qualify for race 2. What are you looking to do from pretty much the back of the pack?
Well, hopefully get in front of Dan because you're either slow or it were mind games, and he says it was slow off air, but you can never trust unorthodox from Cornwall. He's one of these that likes to play games. He keeps saying last week he's in my head, so I don't know if you're in my head again or what. But no, hopefully just stay out of trouble opening couple of laps. It seemed I haven't seen the back of the grid yet. It seemed pretty clean at the get-go. I think there was one incident with Mike, and that was about it. But the whole night has seemed pretty clean so far. As long as no one starts sending it into the chicane like a madman, we'll be all right.
Well done for your P3.
Cheers, boys.
And good luck for race 2.
Well done to Overtaker and the mastermind.
As we do now go over to second place of the Overtaker is, as Matt says through that just near the end of that race, it was a bit of tit for tat between you two. Just talk us through what you was thinking during that time when there was obviously fighting and there was obviously that contact.
Yeah, I mean, it was super intense racing between us three. We were in the 1 second for all the race, so I knew the pace these guys had. So last lap, I just felt that when he's gonna try something into the first or the last corner, because he was a bit quicker than me, and I just saw the big Bentley closing in my mirrors, and I knew he was gonna hit me because he tried the move, I think, but he realized he's not gonna make it because he was too far back and spun me around. So, but yeah, he waited for me. I got a little bit of damage, but managed to take P2 home, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, it was. You look quite quick in the McLaren tonight, as well as obviously being able to outpace Matt at times. Just talk us through what you felt while driving around the track in terms of the feel of the car and all that, especially after the contact.
After the contact, it was really 1 lap to go, so I mean, but yeah, otherwise the car isn't great around here. As you can see, I think I was the faster McLaren of us three, and it just doesn't suit the track because it's too narrow and too twisty for it to make something work. So I'm super happy with P2. I don't think I could get Dan at the end, maybe if he made a mistake, but that's it.
Yeah, and obviously not being able to qualify for for the second race. What are you looking to do from the back of the pack?
It's hard to say because I'm starting in front of Dan and Matt for the first time into these races, so I think I can be a bit cautious this time around, and especially because it's so hard to overtake her. So track position is going to be key for this race.
So well done for your P2 and good luck in the second race, as we do now go over to your race winner of Unorthodox, as Dan you was just dominant through that race.
Dominant wasn't the word I was going to use, but yeah, it was a race that was. I was on the edge most of the race because these two were very, very quick overall race pace, but yeah, the car was just feeling twitchy and horrible. And even though Matt says that he thinks it was mind games, it genuinely was. I was struggling with the car at that point. It does not like this track at all. But hey, I finally got a race win on ACC, so I can't complain.
Yeah, if I'm correct, it's actually your first race win for ACC. If I'm correct, yes.
It is, yeah.
So I can imagine, like you say, you're quite happy with that, then, yeah.
If I'm honest, I wasn't expecting it around here. The quality lap really kind of sealed the deal. I knew that qualifying was going to be important, and I knew corner one was going to be important. So getting to the front row was the goal, and I just nailed the qualifying lap. Couldn't go any better, couldn't find any more time. And at that point, I knew that was it. I couldn't go any more. So if these boys outdid me in qualifying, then fair play, because that was all I had. But yeah, my race pace was just not there compared to these two. I knew that they'd be scrapping over one another when they came out the pits, so I just went longer to hope that they were too busy fighting one another and came back out only just. And again, the pressure's just were not coming to my car quick enough. So yeah, it was a good scrap, and finally we had a good wheel-to-wheel battle with me, Matt, and Overtaker. So yeah, it was great. It was great to do.
Yeah, so obviously not being able to qualify for race 2 as well, just like the other two, and actually starting behind the Overtaker. What are you looking to do at least through that race?
I say it every week, but you just don't know what's going to happen. You just try and keep your nose clean and stay out of trouble. Anything can happen. Mid-pack, probably the worst place for me to be, but we just do what we can do. If I end up in an incident, then we just have to try and recover it. If not, then it's whoever survives, really. That's all it is.
Well done for your first race win in ACC, and good luck going into race 2.
Cheers, man, and congratulations to Matt and Overtaker. That was a great scrap, and yeah, let's go for race 2.
It's PN. It just seemed like quite a few happy boys there in the chat there. What would you say?
Yeah, they all appear quite happy. That was a good battle to watch and commentate on. And currently, for his going to be his 100th race start in Simplay, Empalava's on provisional pole.
Oh.
As I've been watching the qualifying happening right now.
I'm
With
on
Peaceful second, and Euro third, Big Boy Brazier in fourth. Again, this track does not look like it's suiting the Audi. No, Akbar's not yet done a clean lap. Neither has Smokey Devil, as the cameraman can't find him again. Well done, cameraman, just sacked. So it's Empalava, he dirtied that lap up. Akbar's not on a clean lap. Jamie is, as is Smokey. As we are here at Zandvoort full race 2, this is the hour-long race of many corners.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh. So, Liam, who's your thoughts to take this race win in race 2? Who should we jinx?
Who should we jinx? That is a hard one, in all fairness. Pian, as it's very based on if you can keep the pace, especially if you're able to qualify for this second race. It's all to do with if you can keep the pace and stay at the front. You can't really look away from when it comes to the top 8, I believe, top 6 for the race. First race, you're always gonna be quicker, but I'm gonna jinx the Overtaker.
Well, I think I might join you. Well, actually, De Silva is maybe going to start about 7th. Because what decides that is when you get in onto the session. So I always make sure I get into the session first in case I don't have to qualify. So I'm the highest non-qualifier. Yeah, little tip. And as we say hello to James in chat, that's James from F1, I believe. Can you stop Williaming a little bit in the Williams? Cheers, thanks.
First time in
Jamie's
a
now
long time.
second. Jamie is now second in the Audi. Empalava has a huge wiggle. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought again. Akbar or Smokey have set a clean lap yet, but Akbar might actually get one now as he comes towards the
Oh,
That's Jamie off the road. Where's Akbar coming? That's not the line. Or it might be the line, it might be the new line.
As this might be a happy man if he can
and
keep it where it
Peaceful's on
is
provisional
peaceful.
pole.
Oh, Peaceful jumped a pole in the Ferrari.
Yep,
And
he would be
Palava
a
is
very happy
on the
man if
clean
he can
lap.
keep it there.
Oh, yes, he would. Peaceful Explosion has already Stewards inquiries going in, by the way. Yeah, we've had one in already.
It's
Peaceful
talking
Oh,
of
he's
Explosion
him.
lost
wins!
it.
And we've got it on stream.
I think too many of us was watching him at that one point.
He ain't got time to come out to get another lap in, right, either.
He needs to hope
Unless
that
he
the last
hammers it
4
around.
people
I'm on
can't do
Emplava.
better.
Empalava, who will make his 100th race start for race 2 here at
And he
Simply
goes back
Motorsport.
on pole.
Yep. Empalava back on pole position in the McLaren, as he's probably now done now, as he's all on the marbles. Well done. Jamie, you look like he's done. He's in the pits. Akbar is now starting the lap, so if we move to Smokey, because he's Euro first, because Euro's closer to the line. In the Ferrari, in the greyish blue Ferrari. I don't know what colour that is. I think he's gone for the unpainted look. But that won't really work because it'll be carbon fibre. If it wasn't painted. Because that's what most of these race cars are like for GT3s. This is a very narrow circuit, too narrow really for GT cars. Euro coming through the final turn. Does he improve his lap to get higher on the grid for the Ferrari? He does not. As we jump to Smoky Devil. Where does Smoky Devil go? P5 for Smoky Devil. Akbar is still circulating. Will Peaceful... No, Peaceful's not done this. He's got 12 seconds left. Is he going to get across the line to get a final lap in? He's got to hammer it now. Is this time to perfection? He's done it. He's made it across. Peaceful might be the last pole here in the Ferrari. As Akbar now comes round the final couple of corners in the Audi for Terminal Velocity Motorsport. Akbar, where does he now start for race 2? Qualifies P6 for sixth place for Akbar. Empalava is done. Big Boy Racing is done. So is Euro. But they're all done. So it's now just Smoky Devil and Peaceful Explosion who just timed that crossing the line. So, I'm impressed. Liam.
Hello.
Over to you.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, we're at the end of the qualifying. We're just awaiting the cars to drive across the line now. As the final car on the grid, actually, should I say, is Smoky Devil, who gets a bit of a slide there to come around the final corner onto the start straight and crosses the line.
No improvement either. And now as we move finally to Peaceful Explosion, who must have had milliseconds to spare to cross that line. If he makes it to the podium, we'll have to ask him that.
As we do await, will he improve? He will
Peaceful
not.
does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Second place.
He stays second, but so Empalava for his 100th race start here at Simplay qualifies on pole position. With Peaceful Explosion second, Big Boy Brazier third, Euro in fourth, Smoky Devil fifth, Akbar sixth, and the first of the non-qualifiers is the Silver, then Overtaker, and Orthodubs Matahimovic. Greece is now left the session to go to work, so there's only going to be 12 cars starting this race. So the last person on the grid is Gary in the Bentley. Here we go. Are we ready for the hour-long slog of the Zandvoort, which is probably returning for next season, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
But unfortunately.
Oh, and fortunately, good enough.
Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of Zandvoort. Oh, and I forgot to give a book about the corner names, didn't I?
Whoops.
And I'm not bothering to Google it. Because that means trying to look at a tiny screen. As the drivers make their final prep, sort out their fuel loads and their pit stop strategies, like what pressures do they change their tyres to, and how much fuel do they put in the car. As we've got final 30 seconds to go. Impalava, 100th race, and he starts it from pole position. Well done, Ed. Bravo. Bravo, Ed. Norris Phillipson.
With the
10 seconds.
yeah. Can't even speak.
Liam's lost for words because he's had too many cans of Monster.
Probably that one.
Tony's just had a coffee.
I've had a what?
Coffee, tea, pizza.
A little while ago.
And did
I'll
not
have a
move
pizza.
away that properly from the roll on start, but correctly rectified. We've got that purple Audi in third. Right, I've got Peaceful. I've watched straight start from Peaceful's perspective in the Ferrari with Euro behind him. All the drivers give each other respect at the start and, realise the tyres are cold.
They are going to be very cold, as well as the brakes, especially coming into...
Oh, we lost Liam. Into turn one, which is quite a hard braking zone.
As the PlayStation... I said the banned word again. As the green
And
and
it's
go...
lights out, and away we go. De Silva moves over to the right. Peaceful now takes the lead from the start as he stampede into turn one. Yeah, De Silva with a massive start there and here. Peaceful leads, Semen Palava. De Silva is up to third. Big Boy Brazier dropped down to fourth. Euro and Akbar have come together. Smokey has hit Matahimovic on the right into the second hairpin. It's just not enough camera angles. So Akbar and Euro look like they've come together, so I expect that in as well. Peaceful Explosion with a nice second lead into race two. Come on. Forza Ferrari. Long way to
Viva
go.
la Ferrari.
Forza the Ferrari. Yeah. Then Palava in the McLaren. De Silva also in the McLaren, who got a cracking start there. Big Boy Brazier in fourth in the Audi. And Orthodubs is up to fifth. Nexus is in sixth. Gary in seventh, who started last, by the way. Overtaker eighth.
Oh, it looks like Empalava was in the gravel there.
As I go to Empalava, he was in the gravel. As he loses the position to De Silva. Dan's having a look at all over the back of Jamie. Nexus is with him. It's an Audi sandwich. Actually, no, it isn't really an Audi sandwich. That Lamborghini's an Audi as well. As the pit window will open 20 minutes into this race.
Oh,
Smokey, Euro, Akbar bringing up the rear. No, he is still circulating. Peaceful now with nearly a 2-second lead here in the Ferrari. And there is De Silva in second, but De Silva will probably start closing the gap. Empalava now in third, Jamie in fourth, holding off Unorthodox.
that's the battle I'm watching at the moment.
Nexus is very wide with Gary beside him. The cameraman's lost the cars again. Well done, cameraman. Nexus is touched the ground and he's into the wall. Gary's lost it. Into another wall. Walls. Fantastic sausages and ice creams.
Ooh.
Akbar has lost it. Akbar's lost it into the second hairpin. Ooh. I didn't want to hit that button. Peaceful now with a 0.9 second lead as Silver slowly hunts him down. Emperor the third. Jamie and Orthodubs battling away here for fourth. Matt up to sixth, overtaker seventh. Gary is eighth and with probably quite a heavily damaged car right now. Smokey has moved up. We've got to go through a timing loop for him to update. There's Nexus, Euro in 11th, Akbar in last. Well, 12th. The question is, can Peaceful hold off the advances of De Silva?
We'll have to say he has. He might. Well, I mean, we're 5 minutes into the race, so
it's still
with a bit of luck, but we are watching. I'm watching him, so we'll find out.
Peaceful on and De Silva, because the next closest battle is Dan and Jamie for P4. Matt and Overtaker are not that far behind them either, so this could become a good four-way, fatal four-way if you're into your wrestling. The Undertaker. Gary has definitely got a little bit of damage there for that wall contact. Smokey is holding off Nexus, who must also have damage for some wall contact. Euro will have damage from his contact with Akbar. And Akbar's car's falling apart.
Dan's having a look on Jamie.
As Dan and Jamie are side by side into the chicane.
Jamie keeps it though.
Jamie does defend well.
Mahimovic is all on the back of Unorthodox here as well.
And Overtaker's with Matt. So it is close between these guys for Pro. As De Silva is in the lead. De Silva's taking the lead from Peaceful Explosion. It happened in the final corner. Overtaker's in the wall. I would have a look down on the replay, but you'll want to see the live feed. Euro in 11th. Akbar. Yeah. Bit of screen time with Akbar.
Time to Matt there.
Matt is now, with Overtaker probably for quite a heavy damaged car. Yeah, he's had a fair whack on the wall. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure if there's contact with another car, we will find out about it in the stewards. Jamie is holding off the advances of Dan. But Dan is liking this, and he must be liking this. Jamie's license has gone up to Pro, by the way. Like mine. Well, my FA dropped by 2 points yesterday. Thanks, Ardik. Peaceful still hanging in on the back of De Silva. There's battles everywhere. Where do we look? Overtaker has Gary behind him, but all these cars here must have a good 10 seconds of damage added to their pit time. Maybe more with Akbar. Akbar might be about a minute. Yeah, De Silva is slowly dropping Peaceful Explosion.
Very
With
slowly.
Emperor.
Peaceful could still have a comeback. Oh, that's Matt in the wall.
Matt's in the wall. Oh,
Ooh.
hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes. I don't know what happened
Oh,
now.
oh.
Oh.
That was surely an unsafe rejoin there.
Oh,
That was definitely a heart attack moment for Euro there. Wow.
Euro probably saw everything going through his mind and think, oh no, I'm in a Ferrari, that's a Bentley, that's a tank.
That's
So now
probably the PG version of what I was thinking. Yes.
Yeah, well, we can only do the PG-13
Exactly.
version here in stream. If I was streaming on my own, it'd be a lot more. Yeah. Jamie in fourth, so the battle for... Ooh, Jamie has actually caught Empalava. So is the Audi coming good here? Peaceful's now 1.3 seconds behind De Silva. And Author Dubs has lost a little bit of time to Big Boy Brazier, and I've noticed I'm getting hungry. Gary now up to P7, Nexus in P8,
Oops.
Euro 9th, Matt 10th, Smokey in 11th. Bringing up the rear is Akbar with his very battle-worn Audi. As we jump back to the lead with De Silva, pulling away now to about 2 seconds as he crosses the line. Now, 1.9 seconds. Empalava, Dan's lost a little bit of time to Jamie. He's now 2 seconds off the back of Jamie. Maybe he's having the issues like he did in race 1, where the car just doesn't want to maintain tyre pressures, as he was saying in the interviews. Overtaker battle in his car. Larry, Nexus, Euro, Nahimovic, Smokey, Akbar. Closest battle is Empalava and Big Boy Brazier. That's what I run out. Oh, cameraman. Yeah.
Cameraman needs sacking.
Those responsible for the sacking have been sacked.
Ah, right. Everyone's
For
been
those who-
sacked at this point.
For those who know what I'm referencing, I am referencing Monty Python.
I've never watched it. Bar from Life of Brian.
This is from Holy Grail.
Never understood that film.
Oh, it's fantastic. Empalava, Big Boy Brazier. Jamie touched the grass going into the chicane. As it ends about a second behind Peaceful now. Or was it about 3? It'd be about 3 seconds. Not a second. I've got between the leaders on the timing screen. Peaceful now just over a second behind De Silva. He gained some time on De Silva. He's there 1.7 seconds behind Jamie. Dan has Overtaker.
Closing up on Dan.
Overtaker starting his having in the hunt of Dan. Gary a further 1.5 seconds behind Overtaker. I will have a look. Tony, if you have a look at Matt's stream, you can see how much damage he saw or something. Jamie is right on Empalava. Will Jamie, my teammate in Formula 1 at Ferrari, and we had a double podium on Sunday. Oh! Did End lose
lost it?
End's lost it. Or did Jamie touch him? End
Didn't
lost
look
it.
like it. I think he lost it on his own.
So, Empalava loses out as a third place. He's dropped behind Gary. As Jamie's now in third hunting down on Peaceful Explosion. He's about 3 seconds behind him. It doesn't look like there's any damage to the front of Jamie's car, so my guess End did just lose it.
Certainly looked that way on the stream that I got.
Peaceful Explosion now 4 seconds off the back of Euro. He just cannot keep with that McLaren.
No. Akbar.
What? Akbar's very slow. Very, very slow as he enters the pits. This is too early, Akbar, for the window. He's been off again. Look at that car. It is absolutely wrecked. He's probably got a meatball flag, to be honest. He is streaming on YouTube, Akbar.
Oh, so maybe be able to see a bit of a POV of his view and see what's going on.
Quite a few drivers now have started streaming their POV, because where's N-Dubs? Smithy? Hello, evening, Smithy, by the way. N-Dubs is currently 4th, but he has the Overtaker.
Jamie again.
Yeah, hunting down Jamie again. Has Jamie made a mistake? That is the question. Like, touch grass. I've got in the
That's the
pits.
closest battle on track at the moment, anyway.
Unorthodox Jamie and Overtaker. I see no bad, fourth bad side, so. Getting close. Impalava's Overtaker's car clearly does have damage.
Unorthodox is right, pretty much right up the rear with Big Boy Brazier here.
Yes. My Peaceful Explosion now 4.5 seconds off the back of the lead. This is the closest battle on track. Maybe Impalava and Nexus with 0.5 between them two drivers. Overtaker. There's the car.
Ooh, he goes for a move.
Oh, there's contact!
Unorthodox will not be happy with that.
No, I might guess that some of it could be Jamie lagged into he, but I've not actually seen Jamie lag.
I haven't, as the Overtaker's right on the rear of Big Boy Brazier now after that.
Now it's the battle of the pad users between Jamie and Overtaker. This is the battle of the pads here in Pro.
The battle of the pads. I like that.
I'm a pad user and I struggle with some circuits. Being on pad.
He's down to 10th.
Oh, he's off again. Dan is off again. Is there a lot of damage to the Lamborghini? The sole Lamborghini here tonight. He might have overheated his tyres with the spin, and they just don't want to cool down. As we go back to the battle between Big Boy Brazier and the Overtaker, Overtaker's now over the back of Jamie. Question is, will there be contact here? There's been contact race 2's not been as clean as race 1. Liam.
Sorry, I'm spacing out here.
Race 2 has not been as clean as race 1.
Asleep.
No falling asleep, Tony. No wrecking of the warehouses. No throwing animal mud. No, yeah. No, yeah, it's been quite tit for tat between quite a lot of the drivers here.
Impalava's slowing. He's being passed by Euro. Yeah, he's now got Matahimovic behind him as well, who's actually caught Euro up. No swearing yet. No, there's no swearing yet. Well, from Dan. But maybe the reporting what Unorthodox is up to.
Gonna ground him.
No, that's Jamie's mum.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie's still holding off Overtaker. Peaceful's now 6.5 seconds off the back of the Silver. Oh, it looks close. Overtaker's that's not the quickest line through there. Because Jamie's car's just got a washout in front of you. Smokey's off. Yellow flags in sector 2. He's moving again. Oh, Gary's on the grass behind these two. Jamie defending into the chicane. Chicane or buck. Something. Overtaker on the grass. I've not seen any lag on Jamie's then, on our streams. To Silver now at 10. We're 3 minutes away from the pit window opening. Who will pit first? Because there's quite a few damaged cars here now. I think the Silver and Peacefuls are the cleanest. And my chair just squeaked. Sorry if anyone heard that. Gary in 5th. He's been rallycrossing. I'm all for rallycrossing. And Palava now has Matt close behind him. And Orthodox 7 seconds behind Matt, and probably not happy with Jamie. Akbar is circulating again. He's repaired his car. See, that's much better. Your Audi looks now. I know this game is tough, but the Silver's having a wiggle. I just caught it.
The Silver is leading by a by a mile and a half there, though.
I was just going to say he's out front having a cigar.
Yeah. Time he gets into the pits, he might have time to change the engine. But he did have a slight wiggle as we go back to the battle to third. Overtaker's back on Jamie. And Overtaker might go for a lung. No, he's clipped the curve in the first part of the chicane. I saw his car launch in the air. You don't want to do that too often, because in this game, you can break your suspension.
And that's closing in on Enclave further back there.
Overtaker again on the grass. He's just pushing so hard. Oh, Jamie's on the grass. And there's Peaceful turning the turn one. But despite De Silva having a little bit of a slide, he's still 7.9 seconds in the lead. Gary, forever 1.6 seconds behind Big Boy Brazier and Overtaker, probably thinking, please come together so I can nick through for third. Thank you. Nexus 2.6 behind Gary. Matt is still on the back of Empalava. Thinking, please pit window, hurry up and open. 8.8, so Mike's had a bad first sector. Big Boy Brazier still defending and get Overtaker. He must be bored of seeing a McLaren behind him. I wish it was the only fans McLaren from British GT last year. Yeah. You got a hat, didn't you, Liam, when you saw him at Donington?
I have got a hat. A very special hat that only fans can have.
Hey. Oh, Overtaker's hit Jamie! And he's flashing his light, sorry, but no, that was you.
Oh.
Overtaker hit Jamie. Jamie has to brake for the corner.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's all starting to kick off.
Oh, we praised them all in the first race, and now look at the second race. It's just degrading.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Euro has been caught by Empalava and Natahimovic. It's a three-way battle for three manufacturers, one Italian, one British. The pit window is now open, and one German-British car. Unorthodox is the first man in the pits. On who was that backwards? It's Empalava. Empalava's lost it. As Dan comes into his pit stall now in the Lamborghini, first to pit. Akbar 3 laps behind everybody. And he's on his marks. We jumped to the silver. Oh, Empalava's still struggling to get the car going. Yeah, I know how you feel. I do. This was me at Azerbaijan and the F1 not being able to get the car round. I know all their feelings. Smoky Devil's also in the pits.
So people actually starting to pit now. The pit window's only just opened as well. On top of that.
But how damaged are their cars? So that'd be why they're pitting already.
Yeah, just waiting for the best time.
Take a nice early pit stop. He's got loads of time. He's nearly 10 seconds in the lead to this peaceful explosion. Reminder that drivers cannot pit when their teammates are in the pits. But people like Dan, Peaceful, their teammate isn't racing this week, so they are able to pit when they feel like. Dan is away and back moving as he goes through. Oh, Empalava's spun it again. Oh, no. Yeah, your 100th race is just deteriorating.
Matt's going into the pits as he's Euro.
Overtaker's pitting. Matt's pitting. Euro's pitting. Smokey's still in the pits repairing the damage. Smokey's away. Matt on his stops. Overtaker. Empalava cannot pit while Overtaker's in there though. De Silva is coming up to nearly to lap Dan. Oh, over 10 seconds leading to De Silva. He really likes race twos, don't he, De Silva?
He does. It's the best time for a driver to be able to strike, especially with it being the reverse grid. Anything can happen on the start. And clearly, De Silva's managed to get away with it lightly.
Well, Peaceful's
Overtakers away.
Overtaker is now exiting the pits. Keep this side of the line. Well done. Euro is now away.
Matt's
Palava is now in the pits, but Overtaker is out.
Matt's
so
away.
Matt is away with a less Bentley. And Palava's now in for probably a very long time. His 100th race is not going to plan. As we move back to the Silver, 11 seconds in front of Peaceful Explosion. Gary a further 9 seconds behind Peaceful. Then Nexus 0.9 of a second behind. Jamie's in the pits. Jamie is pitted. He must have lost the places when he pitted. Yeah, he would have done. But will he get a nice handy undercut as Smokey crosses the line in his what's meant to be purple car, but it's clearly blue. Not Euro, to Silver. Euro's at the moment lap behind, but it will all filter around as cars will pit for the mandatory stop to change that one into a green. Hopefully Ugbar's got his pit stops set correctly. Jamie's car's now on the ground as he's completed his stop and is away. Will he jump Overtaker as Overtaker now comes down the start-finish line? Jamie has jumped Overtaker. We're kept in front of Overtaker. So Jamie is the highest car who's not pitted. Nexus, who's probably getting bored of the back of Gary's Bentley, will he pit for repair damage? Look at that Audi. Oh, he's wide in the final turn. Peaceful. Having a quite steady race. In P2, Euro, even though I was actually looking at the Silver. Well done, cameraman. And the art of being seen is not being seen. Peaceful maintaining. Gary is the closest battle now is between Gary and Nexus. So Liam, we're not even halfway through this race yet, and
there's a massive gap at the front so far. Yeah.
Yep. And most of the cars have made their their only pit stop in theory, unless they've got serious damage.
If you think about it, in reality, at Spa, by this point, pretty much everyone already pitted anyway, so...
And at Spa, that was a long pit lane.
Yeah.
Very long pit lane. Compared with the version we had for Formula 1 on the Sunday. Gary's wide. The man from Suffolk. I know it well, because that's close to me. Here's Gary feeling the strain. De Silva don't pit yet. Peaceful does Peaceful pit? No, Peaceful carries on. Does Nexus or Gary, the closest battle currently in under the race? No, neither of them pit. No, random noises. Dan is only a second behind Overtaker, so Dan is actually caught up a little bit, maybe, by pushing hard. Look at Dan go. He's just got a dig deep.
Silver's just lapped Ugbar.
Ugbar going and a further lap behind. So, end of the season when it comes, because we're over the halfway point now in this ACC season for both Pro and Pro-Am. Who do you think's going to get promoted from Pro-Am? Liam?
Oh God, you put me on the spot here. I'm going to say a long shot here. I'm going to be so nice, and I'm going to say you.
Well, if I go on their SA rating, then it will be me. Well, my SA did drop last night because of a certain Porsche driver making heavy contact with me, which I'm not happy about.
And there's nothing we can do about either.
No, the Silver's pitting. The Silver is pitting. Does Peaceful follow him into the pits? He's about 15 seconds behind the Silver there. And here comes the Ferrari of Peaceful. Yep, Peaceful Explosion comes into the pits as well. Oh, Peace could have stopped the
yes, he
time.
got it.
Oh, that was close. Will
Absolutely
Gary pit?
was.
No, Gary does not pit, and therefore will lead this race
Oh.
from Nexus. Nexus is having a nice little look in the Monster Energy coloured Audi. Don't have too many energy kids, guys, because they're not good for you, Liam.
What was that, sorry?
Don't have too many energy drinks, they're not good for you, really. Nothing
No,
we drink is
but
good
I
for you.
mean, you know, once you've had 3, the others just follow. It's just like a nice, it's like a nice cold
3?
beer. You just keep having them.
3? Most I've drinking today was
Silver's on his
4.
way out.
The Silver has completed his pit stop, and
I mean, I've
clear track. Good stop by the Silver. Got a lovely bit of clear road there. Peaceful is now away. He's got Empalava coming down the pit straight, but Empalava's now a lap behind. Yep, Peaceful, good stop. Just leaves Akbar to complete his mandatory stop, and Gary and Nexus to do them as well. As they come into the chicane, oh, Gary's looking loose. He's just still wheel on an iron board like it used to be. Nexus behind him. I hope he can confirming them. Oh, Gary's wide on the carrots and the gravel. He hasn't got the MFB from Grand Tour, so Nexus pits. Oh, please get it stopped in time. Oh, that could be close. Oh, yeah. Oh, is Akbar coming in? Oh, teammates pitting at the same time.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Tut.
Tut. I'm just gonna quickly put it here so remind me that it's in the stewards chat. Quickly. So, Liam.
Hello.
We're over to Gary as I just go to stewards chat. OACC. As I do this quickly, so it's also a reminder for myself to put a ticket in for it. Drive through penalty if you're speeding in the pit lane for Akbar.
Oh dear. Not only has he got in, he's parked up on the gravel as well now. Not only is he going to be in.
Oh, he's returned the pits. Now he's got to wait for 2 minutes.
So not only has he pitted at the same time as his teammate, he's also got a drive through and retired to the pits.
You can retire to the pits if the car's undrivable, but that was not undrivable.
That was just straight out the pits.
Yeah, that was just straight out the pits. So
maybe he did a season 2 at Spa. For those who knows what happened season 2 or season 3 at Spa in the Pro-Am with a certain driver, pedals might have cut out.
His wheel might have disconnected. That is very true. It does happen.
It does happen.
It's happened to Smokey last week in Formula 1, and a few times his wheels disconnected.
It happened plenty of times, air quote, to a certain somebody, with the air quotes closing.
Is it to you, Liam?
What?
Has it happened to you where your pedals disconnect?
The wheel, yes. The pedals, I was on about another Wysocki, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, you mean Dean? I don't have that problem because I use a controller.
You just get controller drift.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting the DualSense Edge eventually from the PS5. And then you can just change your sticks for 20 quid. and I'll just get moving position because those who don't know, I suffer from physical problems. Will Gary pit this lap?
And
He's
I
got
suffer
7.
from mental problems.
The Silver is being held up a little bit by the lap car of Smoky Devil. Well, now Smoky lets him through. Or does he? Blue flag rule needs looking at because there's a lot of drivers who are being lapped do race you. I've had it even in the F1 where a lap car has raced me. When Gary's still circulating, not pitted yet. He's got 6 minutes left of the pit window. Peaceful net P2, but Nexus is on him. Has Peaceful had a peaceful pirouette?
The peaceful
But look at the
pirouette.
damage on
That's
the side
something
of
I've not
Nexus'
heard
car.
of a while.
Look at the damage on the side of Nexus's car.
Is this the left or the right we're on about?
Both sides. Oh, he's on the grass. He's on the grass.
Bit too much
This is
door ribbon.
Oh, Overtaker's lost it.
Yep, I just got him. There's the Overtaker. He's had a little dive on Jamie again. Because Jamie's the closest car, along with Unorthodox.
I don't think he was close enough. He just seemed to lose it on his own.
Matt is in front of Euro. Matt's race 2's just turned a pot. Really.
Yeah. Not the race 2 he would have been wanting, but either way, points nonetheless.
Closest battle currently now, but even though Nexus and Akbar will be in trouble for being in the pits at the same time, now it won't matter because Akbar returned to pits. But if he doesn't come back out, that's classed as a retirement, and he will get another qualifying ban to race 1 next week at Monza.
Gary is very close to Jamie.
Gary is finally into the pits. He's the last man really to do his mandatory stop, apart from Akbar, but I don't think he's got it set correctly on his pit stop options. Oh, Jamie's on the grass. Dan is going to have a little look. They're in what will become the F1 DRS, so Dan's on the inside.
We have 2 battles.
No.
From watching the Jamie battle, it's nice and close.
Yeah, and there's a battle between Nexus and Peaceful as well, which is very close as well. As they were side by side as well. So
with the lap car and Palava close by is for good company. But Dan's right up the rear wing of Jamie. Well, it's a hard, okay. Gary has come out in a net Gary's behind Overtaker. So he's ahead. Gary's off the road. It's not the MFB. If I ran the Bentley, that'd probably be the colours, though. Those who watch Grand Tour, it will be the MFB. Peaceful still holding off Nexus. Liam's typing something.
I apologise. I've got very heavy fingers.
It's a couple of good battles between Bigwood Brazier and Peaceful Explosion and Nexus. Nexus is taking a wide line.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of battles happening on the track. Only just about 3 minutes left of the pit window as well. This race is flying by.
I think Akbar's technically retired to pits now, and that will be abolishing. Saying, don't keep doing that. You can come back out. You wait 2 minutes.
PG.
Oh, Peaceful and Nexus touch.
I didn't see any contact. I just think he ran a little bit too wide, but my eyes might deceive me. I've had too many monsters.
Oh, your eyes are spinning then, Liam.
Darting left and right. Missing everything.
Saucers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie and Dan are closing in on this battle for second and third. They're not too far away.
Dan's trying around the outside. I don't think he's doing it now.
No, Dan's thought better of that because Jamie is a tough person to pass at the best of times. De Silva's miles and miles. De Silva's nearly a sector in the lead.
Yeah. He's got his feet up on the dash, having a picnic.
Yeah. Oh, picnic sounds nice right now. Cameraman's losing the cars again as we go back to Peaceful Explosion. Nexus in second. Peaceful third. Jamie in fourth. But it's going to be Black Cloud over Nexus and Akbar being in the pits, coming in the pits at the same time. Which I will have to go through and get a clip off it, probably. But we did get it in the main broadcast. Yeah, it's 31 seconds between De Silva and Nexus. Peaceful slowly dropping away. Big Boy Brazier is now and Dan are now the closest battle. Here at Zandvoort in Holland.
With Jamie and Dan battling, Overtaker's slowly pulling that time back.
But is Overtaker getting rattled as well? Will Gary and Matt swap positions? Because Matt will miss races because of work.
He will, and he's not. I don't think he's very happy about that either, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, why would it be when you love racing and doing what you're doing? Even though the F1 game's a bit meh at times.
Meh.
That's
an understatement.
I did pick the Platinum Trophy for F1 22 last Sunday. With a finish 100 races online. Great trophy. Not. I hate online trophies. Big Boy Brazier defending from Unorthodox. Unorthodox now has his mirrors full of a lightish brown McLaren.
Overtaker's right behind him as well.
Yeah, we've got Empalava, the lap car, sitting behind Peaceful Explosion.
Empalava, the Latvian king. That's his new name.
Gary's 3.4 seconds behind this battle, with Matt a further 2.3, then Euro's dropping further away. As the pit window has now closed, Akbar, I do believe, has retired.
We will wait though, and still plenty of time left. He might even drop the car and do the final lap. We never know.
He can't do that. He's got to complete most of the missions of the race.
Maybe he won't then.
Maybe he won't. Euro's now pulling away by 2.2 seconds from Peaceful Explosion. Does he have the pace to start reeling in De Silva? I don't think he can, but it's still a long way to go. It's 20 minutes. And catching is one thing, passing is quite another, as the great Murray Walker once said.
Great Murray Walker. Love that.
We're no Murray Walker, by the way. Not as we're better than Jonathan Ledgard was over late 2000s, before Crofty took over. Oh, look at this battle. Cameraman, come back to the battle between Jamie and Dan. Thank you. There we go. With Overtaker. Closest battle here at Zandvoort. And next week we're over there at Monza. Oh, Jamie's sitting in the middle of the track to defend the line from Unorthodox. Overtaker's behind. Poor Dan. Oh, he's hit Jamie! And Overtaker capitalised.
As the Overtaker has literally just gone straight through there. Dan just stopped to let Jamie back in front.
Yeah, and Overtaker capitalised on it. And now that gives Overtaker free rein to catch Peaceful. With Gary now moving up to 6th. Isn't much there. It's hard to say what happened there. Could it have been a little bit of lag by Jamie? We just don't know, but here on this game, I haven't seen him lag like he does on F1. Or Project Cars.
Or Project Cars. Might have upgraded the internet from cardboard to maybe some
Potato.
Potato. He's moving up. He's from cardboard to potato.
Oh, Peaceful had a little wiggle.
Ooh.
Jamie is dropping away. There must be damage now on the rear of Jamie's car from that little love tap. Matt is actually behind Dan now.
Very close
9.4
behind.
as we move over to the number 1 plate, reigning
Gary's
ACC.
got through on Jamie.
Yeah, Gary is. Does Gary have the pace to reel in the Overtaker? The Overtaker must have some damage on his car. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a little bit of aero damage by the look of the car.
Looks like he's just been scraping it against other cars, if anything.
Or walls.
Or
No, wait,
walls.
that's down on the F1. That's when he streams F1s on Friday nights. Well, it's a full-on entertainment. Check out an Alpha 16 on YouTube and Twitch to see. He should be doing a 2-player race tomorrow.
He should.
The silver, lovely lead he has. As he comes through the first sector and crosses there, Nexus is over a sector behind. Peaceful in third, with Empalava now behind him. Overtaker fourth. Gary is slowly reeling in the Overtaker. Jamie and Dan have resumed their battle. With Matt now in a watching brief. Euro is
waiting.
13 seconds behind Matt.
Matt might be waiting to capitalise on any mistake that happens.
Smokey might be doing other things. Who knows what other things? The silver, though, looking very, very comfortable in this race lead.
He does.
In his old Vodafone McLaren-esque livery.
Best livery. Wait, what?
It's not a Ferrari. Of course it's not the best Ferrari. Or Benetton.
Good point.
Or the 1991 Jordan. Now that was a livery.
What, the Tic Tac?
7-Up and Tic Tacs, yeah. Great livery car. Or the FW14B Williams.
Or, I don't know the car, I think it's like the MP4, it's Senna's McLaren. The Mellabon?
Marlboro ones.
Yeah,
well,
there you
they
go.
were the same colours since James Hunt drove for. Actually, 1974 they went Marlboro. So McLaren did. All the way to 96.
Dan's on the back of Jamie here. Looks
back
to be
to that
quite...
battle. Matt's there as well.
Matt's trying to follow.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to make it 3 wide going into turn 1.
3 wide into turn 1. Hang on to your butts. And Dan is through, so is Matt.
Oh, it's Matt. Oh!
Was that contact?
It looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there. Bit of a love tap that sent him flying.
Oh boy, I'm going to be busy on my own stewarding, aren't I? Yeah. Penalties for everyone. Nexus is laying down some black lines. He thinks he's Gary McCall. Oh, Nexus is off the road. He's on the gravel.
Oh, his car looks even worse.
Has Nexus got... It's Peaceful. Peaceful's back. But Peaceful's got Overtaker about 1.7 seconds behind him. Gary's all over Overtaker.
He is.
He's the collector.
Oh, he's looking at the
he was called by our previous commentators on Pro on the last season, Smithy and Kelly. He's the collector. Got a collector Overtaker.
It looks like...
Oh,
Matt has actually got past Big Boy Brazier as well, can I just...
Gary is passed. Gary's got him. Good pass by Gary.
The question is, will Gary hold the Overtaker up with Matt not being actually too far behind him?
Exactly. Will Gary love Murray D in chat love tap my ... Is it a certain area of the body? Yeah, we get the point. Yeah. That was more than a lot. Well, we'll find out if a goatee is put in for the stewards. Because I don't really have much to do on Destiny at the moment because I've done the weekly stuff and I can't be bothered playing anymore this week. Oh, I need to practice for Monza in the Ferrari.
The Ferrari.
I need to practice the F1 pit entry as well because that's a doozy. Euro. Dan's in the pits. Does that? Yeah, Dan has damage. Look at the front end of that Lamborghini. It's raised up. So there was damage there. Peaceful now, 2.7 seconds behind Nexus. Gary is reeling in Peaceful Explosion. And we know they're in the same party together.
We do. The question is, will Gary 131 be able to get himself onto the podium?
Oh, an interview, Gary?
First time in a long time.
Well, yeah, because you probably fell asleep last time.
Trump.
Dan's away.
Dan's away, he's repaired his car, he's just got to score points. He's still ahead of, he's a lap down now from De Silva. As is Smokey, Nexus is behind Smoky Devil to lap him. Does Smokey know he's been lapped by the Terminal Velocity Audi from the Michael Massey's Mango Lassie Audi? Smokey lagged then, didn't he, for you?
What was
it? Smokey lagged, he disappeared and reappeared in front of Nexus. I'll just confirm it in my stream, in the broadcast. Jamie's now on his own.
Gary 131 is really starting to gain onto Peaceful Explosion here.
Yeah, I'm just confirming what I just saw. Yeah, Smokey did lag. Okay. Lap.
Oh, Peaceful was all over the grass there.
Oh, Gary's having a sniff. Gary's looking down the inside as they come to the chicane. They got the slower car with Smoky Devil in front of them. Look at the room that Gary and Peaceful gave each other.
For the time being.
Peaceful for the time being. But is the Bentley now coming good at this later stage of the race?
Maybe. Oh,
with 10 minutes
to go. There.
Overtakers now joined in.
Yeah, it's just literally now a three-way battle between these guys. Are they going to try and go three wide at any point? There's only 9 minutes left, so it's all or nothing now.
Look what happened when we went three wide with between Matt, Dan, and Jamie. There was contact in the end. Three wide into turn one does not work.
This holding up, this little battle though is really going to help Matahimovic be able to catch up to the overtaker as well, and maybe get himself closer to a podium spot. Like I say, 9 minutes left to go, still
Peaceful
plenty
flashing his
of
lights
time.
at Smokey. Peaceful is flashing his lights at Smokey.
Smashing the button.
Get out of the way, you are a lapped car. We are in a battle. Move.
Now.
Yeah, now, politely.
I can't imagine it be coming out his mouth like exactly like that, but it's definitely.
Oh, he has it. He's just hit Peaceful.
Is actually let Gary 131 past?
Gary's now in third. Smokey, what were you doing? You need to get right out the throttle.
Is Gary?
We won't get footage from him, Smokey. Now Overtaker's all over Peaceful. Peaceful's not going to be happy. He's also streaming on YouTube. If you want to check out our drivers' POVs, the Gaming Welshman 5 on Twitch.
The Overtaker's really trying to force his way past these. The Overtaker's actually on the grass and not now in the gravel. He's off and he's in the wall.
Oh,
it looked like Peaceful ran him a little bit. It did look like he ran him wide a little bit. There was a flash.
There was a flash. But after a nice clean race one, kind of, race two's just been absolute
chaos.
carnage. we've still got Okpov sitting in the pit, so I believe he has retired, and that is another qualifying ban. But if that is his third retirement, he's actually going to get a deduction of 25 points.
Yeah, as Matt Himovic is now giving Smoky Devil the flash.
And meanwhile, leading by another postcode is Silver.
Another country.
Yeah, he's actually in Belgium right now. He's already driving off to Monza. He's now driving south to Monza for the next race. He's taking his car with him.
Already took the plane, mate. Got the plane there, and he's still going to win it.
So now third place is the Jaeger Motorsports Gary 131.
The
With
number one
Peaceful now
driver.
in fourth.
Matt's very close behind him.
Yeah. And Smokey's still causing havoc, though there is talk so that the blue flag rule goes to like F1. You get a blue flag, you move straight away. Or as soon as it's safe to do so. You don't battle the leaders. Because the lapping on here has been
Atrocious?
well, even in Pro-Am. In Pro-Am it's been atrocious as well. Those who watched Pro-Am yesterday, video is saved on Simplay Motorsport, so if you didn't see this, if you after watching this, if you want to go check that out, go and check it out. You'll see me, PM Motorsport Racing, and not having a good time.
Better time than yeah.
Well,
Better time.
Nexus, in the Monster Energy car is now in a very well. He's about 3 seconds in front of Gary, but now Peaceful's got Matt behind him.
That's the closest one on track at the moment.
As we go to the number 1 Bentley for Jaeger Motorsport. He's given Peaceful a flash. You'd love to see it.
Oh!
Ooh! Peaceful defending the line. Smokey's off. Smokey's returned to pits. Does Smokey come back out in 2 minutes?
I think
He's
Peaceful
got time.
slid there.
Yeah. Oh! Oh, that's close. And Palava's now moved up to 10th because of Smokey. They're side by side into the chicane. Yeah, and Matt is past. Thank you, Mama, for the carrots, he would say.
Well,
right now.
as Gary would say, Matt
Oh,
just adds the gravy.
Oh, bit of gravy. Lovely. Nexus, Gary is catching him, slowly but surely.
He is.
Gary Hope, third place, got to be candidate for a driver of the day.
Ooh. It's a very good point.
Put your driver of the day in chat, please. Oh, he's made a mistake. Gary, don't fluff it down.
Been watching him for too long.
Yeah. Euro's right on the back of Overtaker. Overtaker starting to struggle.
Ooh. Maybe a bit of damage after hitting that wall has just stuffed him.
Yeah, maybe. Will Smokey actually come out of pits and finish this race? If not, that will also be classed as a retirement, and therefore Smoky Devil will also get a qualifying ban. Euro's lost it! Euro's lost it! That's a beautiful pirouette by the Ferrari. Dan in 9th. Probably fuming. Must be fuming. Despite winning race 1. To Silver, well, any more laps, he would actually lap the whole field. There are 3 minutes to go of this race. We're probably in the final couple of laps. Cameraman, find to Silver. Thank you.
Ooh, Gary had a bit of a twitch there going across the curb, just going around the big, I want to say the right-hander, but I feel like I'm going to get that massively wrong.
It'll be right-hander, Liam.
Yeah, got it right.
It'll be a right-hander. Have you driven this track on ACC?
I have, but very limited.
What, on the PC or the PlayStation?
PC.
Oh,
ooh,
Gary,
he's on the grass.
Gary, calm it down a bit. I mean, Nexus is second and not that far up the road, who is far up the road, is the Silver. I believe at the moment, though, the only person we'll have for a podium interview will be Gary. Peaceful in 5th. Jamie up to 6th. Overtakers. Right, cameraman, what are you doing? Overtakers all over the back end of Jamie Brazier here. This is the closest battle in this race. Jamie looks smoother on the pad than Overtaker does. If you look at the driver inside the car, Jamie's not as jerky, is it? If you compare it to Overtakers.
Transferable skills, I suppose, from Project Cars 2. Maybe learnt a little bit.
Well, Overtaker's a Raiden Pro champion on Project Cars.
Good point.
But if you look at the angles from Overtaker's car and look at the driver like jiggling, like if you watch me, I'm on pad. So is Smithy. So is Daz Automatic, my teammate in Pro-Am, in the East West Motorsport Ferraris. We're showing with the Aston Martins with V12s. Smokey is moving again, so Smokey has not retired from the race.
Gary's only about a second and a half off of Nexus now. He's really
Nexus starting to struggle with that
damage.
With that damage on that Audi. Matt's dropped further back, so has Matt made a mistake? With Peaceful in 5th. Jamie in 6th, with Overtaker still all over him. Well, this is the closest battle. De Silva crosses the line to start the final lap of the race. As we jump,
there you
now
go.
On the final lap. But the closest battle is Big Boy Brazier and Overtaker. Cameraman, what you doing, man? Oh, there's Smokey, Big Boy Brazier's teammate in Michael Massey's Mango Lassie.
The greatest team name on the track.
No, I think this better one was Ginsters are proper pasties, but they're not. But they're not. They're vile.
Ginsters are beautiful.
Look at Overtaker pushing Jamie through that corner. Jamie flashing his lights at his teammate. Overtaker doing a lunge on
Doesn't
the curb.
manage to get it done though.
No.
I'm just keeping an eye on where the Silver is so we get him to cross the line. Jamie flashing his lights at his teammate again and moving out of the way. You are being lapped. The Silver's now coming on what would become the second DRS zone. Peaceful's not far up the road from these two. Smokey's still in the way.
Ooh.
Gary is now 1.3. Yeah, now Smokey moves out of the way. They let his teammate through. As well, now jump to De Silva, who's there put a lap on Impalava. As De Silva ooh, don't do that too much. Impalava's still racing, you know. As De Silva crosses the line and wins by a country mile in race 2 here at Zandvoort. Nexus. Just keep an eye on the Overtaker Jamie battle quickly.
I shall. Oh, he's right up his rear.
Oh. We're going to have to jump to that as Overtaker looking around the outside.
Oh, he's on the grass!
That's not going to work there.
Oh, and he comes back on right in front of Smokey Devil. That was quite
unsafe rejoining?
Yes.
As Nexus now comes around the final 2 right-handers to podium. That's not bad, really, for the Audi, considering. There's a risk. Dan finishes in 9th, Empalava for 10th. Nexus comes home in 2nd, Gary in 3rd, on the podium. Matt comes home in 4th. Peaceful explosion on the curb. On the curb. No!
In the wall!
No, in the wall!
Big Boy Brazier's going to just get him!
Jamie's got to steal a...
No, he's not. It looks like he let Peaceful back. Yeah. Oh, Smokey.
Smokey, that's disgraceful.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was disgraceful here to finish this race. Anyway, so when we get the results screen, we'll go
Pedal's
through there.
definitely disconnected there.
Poor brain. As I look back, Smokey just nailed Gary's had overtaker. It's just try and get the top three in, Liam. For the interview?
I'm not 100. I believe there's only. I don't know.
Gary.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's just Gary at the moment.
Yeah, just let me Gary.
Woo! Now I've got to see if I've got him.
Is he Indian?
He is meant to be. He is already been added to this.
Yeah.
So we will have to just wait for him.
We'll wait a couple of minutes.
Oh, here we go.
To see if is Gary in.
Yep,
Is
just
he in?
arrived.
Welcome to the podium, Gary.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time. I don't really know what to say, to be honest.
So, Gary, you third place. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, as happy as I can be. You know, I'm still struggling with the game. I don't get the practice I need. Made a few changes after the first race there, and it seemed to pay off. So, yeah, good, solid race pace.
No answer for the to Silver though. He was just like in another country. How far he was in front.
Mate, I'm being honest with you. I thought he still had the pit. He was that far ahead.
Anyway, so more of the same at Monza next week. Does Monza favour the Bentley? We don't know.
Again, int tested, so I might do a few laps now just to turn a wheel, see what we got. Yeah, just try to get some solid points for the team.
Yeah, okay, cheers for that, Gary, and see you next week.
Yep, thank you very much. Well done, Matt, and all the other Simplay drivers.
Get that 25th pole position.
I'll be trying for that Sunday, don't panic.
Still plenty of time. As
yeah, I think we're done.
I'm gonna run. I believe the tables are up to date.
The tables are up to date, yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna run you through what the tables are looking like just after tonight's race. So we're gonna go into the Drivers' Championship here. Overtaker is leading the Drivers' Championship with a 20-point lead at the moment. From the silver, we're in second with Matt Himovic only 9 points, splitting him from second place at the moment. In fourth, you've got an Orthodubs, and then in fifth, you've got Big Boy Brazier. 4 points is the gap on that one. Gary 131 in sixth, 2 points to Big Boy Brazier, so it could be sniffing out into fifth on the tables if done well next week. Empalava in seventh, and Fury is in eighth. 3 points the gap there. It's going to be quite tight here now as well for the points. So in ninth you have Euro, and then in 10th you have Peacefoot. In 11th you've got Bryce, and in 12th you've got Smoker. In 13th you've got Monkey, and in 14th you've got Sutter. In 15th you've got Ugbar, and in 16th you've got Nexus. In 17th you've got D-Biggs, and in 18th you've got the Yorkshire Mika. I believe I've pronounced that right.
Yes.
In 19th, you've got
Sekulovic.
There you go, Sekulovic. And in 20th, you have Alex.
That's an easy one for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's an easy one for me. That is what your drivers is looking like. Jumping over to the constructors, though, that'll buff out Racing, leading by only 2 points from Jaeger Motorsport in second. In third, you have FU Racing, and then in fourth, you've got Michael Massey's Mango Lasser. In fifth, you have PRT Squadra Corsa, and in sixth, you have Simplay Racing. In seventh, you've got Terminal Velocity Racing, and in eighth, you've got Team Independent. In ninth, you've got FST Racing, and in 10th, you've got Fianda Motoristico. In 11th, you got OMO Motorsport, and in 12th, you got the Bentley Bullies. And then finally, in 13th, you have got Power Clan. That is what your constructors and drivers are looking like after tonight's results from the drivers. As PN, before we say our final goodbyes, who would you say your driver of the day was?
Oh, it has to be Gary. 2 solid finishes. And a podium, which is a surprise for him.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same way for that as well. So, I don't believe we've got a driver of the day from the chat. So, here, Gary's got the driver of the day from the commentators here. But anyway, remember to like and subscribe to the channel and press that bell notification. And from all of us here at Simplay, good night.
Good night.
Right.
And you are clear. Gonna say a couple of things about that because Mike had the fucking the microphone on. You lot sounded like you enjoyed that race.
Yeah, that second race was a lot more interesting.
Bozzy sounds like he's got a fucking croaky throat. Bit of shouting there, Bozzy.
What?
Bit of shouting in that one.
Off the top of my head, I think I did it once or twice.
He's too spaced out to remember when bloody energy drinks he's got down him.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised you're still awake, to be fair.
Fuck off.
You know when, PN, was you keeping an eye on the comments in the stream?
Yes.
You know when Mother Davis, love tap, ...
Yeah.
Was that when me, Dan and Jamie were 3 wide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thought so.
That's when I said that it was a bit of a love tap because it looked like there was like a bit of a rub and Dan just went flying like a fucking bullet.
Overtaker has a habit of giving them out, doesn't he?
Oh my fucking lord.
Oh, did Nexus and Luke Bar pit at the same time?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
get in there. That's another point. We'll be ahead in the drivers.
Depending on penalty, bit, we could be leading constructors.
That's what I mean. I was only
Fucking
4
come on!
behind him.
What a guy. Yeah, well, me and Jamie cut underneath Dan. I've got Jamie to my left, I've got Dan to my right. I don't know where Dan expects me to go.
Right. Shall I put a ticket in for...
Yes, do what